Good morning. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. I am Aisha Varma. Our top focus is on Kartavya Path as it is all set to be inaugurated today.
क्षेत्र का नाम कर्तव्य पथ करने का जो मायने है वो हर भारतीय के लिए है कि ये जो देश है, जो हमारी सबकी मातृभूमि है, उसके प्रति एक दूसरे के प्रति हम कर्तव्य बोध में बंधे रहें।
We are all set to witness the formal inauguration by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Kartavya Path is all set to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. The revamped Kartavya Path includes around 16.5 kilometers of granite walkways that lie along both sides of Rajpath. Now, the canals that lie on either side of the path now have bridges over them, connecting the walkways that run alongside them. 16 bridges, 8 over each of the two canals, have been laid out. And beyond this, the Prime Minister will also unveil a statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at India Gate. And the statue is being installed at the same place where the Prime Minister had earlier unveiled a hologram statue of Netaji.
Ma'am, it was an important meeting and, the renaming of Rajpath to Kartavya Path has been approved now. What is the larger message by this particular process?
The history of this particular region is that this was earlier built by British, and this particular path used to be called Kingsway, and the other path which intersects used to be called Queensway. So Queensway got to be renamed post-independence as Janpath, but this particular place continued to be called as just the Hindi version of Kingsway, Rajpath. And that particular mindset is what continued in general governance systems as well, where people came to rule over others and not really with the sense of serving others, and thus Kartavya, the duty, which is so essential in terms of our social mindset. This is the Amrit Kal which is going on, and thus Prime Minister says the new India has to take inspiration from its own ethos, its own history, and take the country forward during Amrit Kal.
Now, shifting focus, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, while addressing a rally at the launch of the Bharat Jodo Yatra in Tamil Nadu's Kanyakumari, slammed the RSS and the BJP. He said that the tricolour belongs to every religion, state and language, but that it is under attack today by the BJP and the RSS. He also said that the two are dividing India on lines of religion and language. Now, Rahul Gandhi sought the support of the public to help keep the country united. He further added that every single institution of the country is under attack. Now, remember, yesterday a war of words had erupted between the BJP and the Congress after the BJP attacked the Grand Old Party, saying that the Yatra is Parivar Jodo and not Bharat Jodo.
What is happening in the country that so many people, millions and millions of people, feel that there is a need to take an action that brings India together. The BJP thinks that they can divide this country. They can divide this country along religious lines. They can divide this country along its languages. This country cannot be divided. India faces its worst ever economic crisis.
जिसकी शुरुआत अच्छी होती है उसका अंत भी अच्छा होता है। आपने देखा होगा कि जैसे एक समंदर के किनारे में ये यात्रा की शुरुआत हुई और एक तरफ पब्लिक का समंदर और एक तरफ नेचर का समंदर, ये दो चीज़ें अपने को सामने देखने मिली। यहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री स्टालिन भी उस यात्रा को समर्थन करने आए। आज देश महंगाई हो, बेरोजगारी हो, किसान हो, हमारा देश का संविधान हो, हमारे देश की न्याय व्यवस्था हो, हमारे देश का मीडिया हो, सब दबाव तंत्र में है। तो मुझे लगता है कि पूरा देश राहुल जी के पीछे खड़ा होगा और यात्रा सफलता से पूरी होगी।
Now, my colleague and our political editor Maria Shakil spoke with Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai about the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Listen into what was said.
There are some shut-up reactions that have come in from your party. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Assam Chief Minister, has said that India is united under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and if anything, the Congress should have this yatra in Pakistan. The Congress says that these reactions show that you and your party are jittery. That why are you so anxious if they are doing a yatra?
And we also mentioned yesterday that the name that Rahul Gandhi ji has chosen for the yatra called Bharat Jodo, and we all know who divided the country before 1947, right from 1947 August 15. And in fact, Rahul Gandhi ji had 3 of his family members as the Prime Minister of this country at different points of time. And after Prime Minister Modi ji has come to power in the last 8 years, be it Article 370, the complete integration of the northeastern states into India, the artificial north-south divide that was created by some cunning politician, everything is a thing of the past now. I really don't understand in what context he calls this as Bharat Jodo. That is why we said that Rahul Gandhi ji should call this yatra as a Bharat Jodo Yatra, because he often leaves Bharat and goes out. And I don't see people are buying into this argument. People are buying into this theory. India is a great country, unified country. No time in our history we are more unified now. We are what is happening under Honorable Prestigious leadership. Maybe I'll take some extra little time to answer this question, ma'am. If you look at the person who inaugurated this yatra, the Tamil Nadu Prime Minister, M.K. Stalin, 2 days back he has hosted Arvind Kejriwal ji in Chennai, and we called him as a great Chief Minister of Delhi, and who did some wonders here and there. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal ji called the M.K. Stalin ji as another great Chief Minister. So 2 days later, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin ji is in Kanyakumari today to inaugurate this yatra, calling Rahul Gandhi as a great guy. So you can simply understand the way the opposition politics of this country is headed. They are totally clueless and directionless. Each person mingles with the other person. They are arch enemies to each other in Indian politics because ideas don't match. And every 2 days once they keep changing their friends. That is number one, ma'am. Second, in fact, Rahul Gandhi ji starts this yatra from Tamil Nadu, happens for 2 days. To in one district, in one direction towards Kerala. The road that leads towards Kerala is going in that road. Then the yatra doesn't enter into Tamil Nadu, such a great state. Till 1967, Congress was a ruling party here, but the Congress themselves tactically admit that they are not in the race in Tamil Nadu politics anytime soon.
And in a conversation with my colleague Maria Shakil, Congress General Secretary Randeep Surjewala said that they are conducting this yatra because the ruling party has attacked the soul of this country. Listen in.
Mr. Surjewala, as a Congress leader, do you think this Bharat Jodo Yatra is the right name for this and coming at a time when you are facing a lot of questions of revival, and also you have the kind of reaction that has come in from the BJP, which says that the Congress has much to explain as to what really happened in 1947 because it's the party which actually broke this country and led to the partition of the nation.
Why is BJP so perturbed? Why is BJP so angry? Why is BJP so jittery? Why is its leadership so angry with Rahul Gandhi and with people of this country? The reason is simple, Maria ji. The reason is they want to discriminate between you and me because you write Maria Shakil and I write Randeep Singh Surjewala. They have destroyed the soul of this country purely by hatred driven by a religious division agenda, an agenda driven by caste division, an agenda driven by linguistic division, an agenda driven by the color of your skin, the clothes that you wear, or the food that we eat. Some people are now undertaking a BJP friendship yatra, that's okay. But the issue here is much larger than individuals. This is a 3,570 kilometer long yatra. Tell me, after Mahatma Gandhi, who fought the British, and what did Mahatma Gandhi fight the British for? He fought the British because they were keeping us divided and they were keeping us as slaves. The wealth of this country was concentrated in a few hands, that is the East India Company. If I was to look truly as an Indian, the true successors of the East India Company is Bharatiya Janata Party, which should be renamed as Betrayal Janata Party. They are doing the same thing, lacerating the soul of this country.
Shouldn't Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party be focusing on states that are going to polls?
Both the party and the country and its people are facing multiple challenges. We are aware of the challenges both in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh. That's why Mr. Gandhi was there 2 days ago. And you would have seen, and I'm sure your channel showed, the response of the youth and the crowd. It told us that there is a yearning for change. Himachal has already decided in the last set of by-elections that the change is here to stay and Congress is being voted to power.
Now, beyond this, my colleague Shivani Gupta also spoke with Congress leader Karti Chidambaram about the yatra. Take a look at this exclusive conversation.
The biggest question that everybody is asking is, can this yatra revive the Congress's fortunes? And can it really solve the questions that are facing the Congress party, some of which pertaining to its leadership and next elections that even you have raised?
See, there is no such thing as a magic bullet in politics. Politics culmination of many acts and many events. This is a mass outreach program of the political party, which I think will benefit the Congress party and will also strengthen the organization in terms of enthusing the cadre in the route in which we are traversing, as well as giving an opportunity for the party to interact with the public at large. So this is in my opinion, and it will only benefit the party on all manner. But is this going to turn our electoral fortune? I can't say, because that depends on many other factors. It depends on the organizational strength. It depends on the political grammar of that particular state. So this is not a magic bullet for everything that we have to go. But this is definitely a step in the right direction, and it's only a positive step in the right direction.
Many are wondering, why doesn't the new Congress president lead this instead of Rahul Gandhi, who's not going to be the future leader of the party?
I don't know whether he's not going to be the Congress president. It's very likely he might still be the Congress president. But let's also accept certain facts. Politics in India is personality driven, and perhaps even a lot of political parties have a certain affinity towards the founding families. This is not a unique phenomenon for the Congress party. There has been no political party, perhaps barring the CPIM, has had internal party elections which have been very kosher. Most parties nominate people. What does the BJP do? Do they have elections when to constitute their parliamentary board? Just the Prime Minister's will, and they constituted a parliamentary board. They are going to have as any president of the BJP been elected. I'm not giving this as an excuse, but that is the reality of all political parties. It's always been consensus, some sort of a collaborative effort. But if our point in the Congress party is, if you are going to actually have a contest, and we might not have a contest, it might only be one candidate where everybody will rally around. But if there is an actual contest, you need to give an electoral role. That's the point few of my other parliamentary colleagues have made, and we continue to make that point.
The flood havoc continues in the IT capital of the country, and the ongoing crisis in the city has certainly exposed the nexus between the builders and the political class of the state in Bengaluru. Now, despite the orders issued by the National Green Tribunal and Supreme Court, the Mantri Special Economic Zone stands on the Bengaluru Lake wasteland and is yet to be demolished. Now, the NGT had ordered the recovery of 100 acres of Bengaluru wetlands. And apart from this, the penalty that was imposed of rupees 130 crores has not been collected from Mantri builders till date. Now, meanwhile, the Congress has hit out at the Bommai government, saying that the Supreme Court orders are not being upheld by the state.
If the city of Bengaluru is drowning today, it's largely because of the government and builders mafia, the nexus between both of them. And today we bring you an exclusive ground report that shows how it operates. We are outside the Bengaluru wetlands, and what you see behind me is a 2,300 crore project that has been stopped by the NGT in 2016 and has asked the government to recover 130 crore rupees from the builders, Mantri developers, and ensure that this building is demolished and the wetlands are recovered and resorted back to its original form. And the builders approached the Supreme Court in 2020, and the Supreme Court made it very clear that it can't go on and upheld the NGT order. Despite that, nothing has happened. The government hasn't recovered the penalty money, neither has it demolished this building, neither has it put any efforts to recover and restore the wetlands here. The IAC said that this project, which is around 2,300 crore rupees one, was actually destroying the wetlands of Bengaluru and also encroaching on the channel connecting Agara Lake to the Bengaluru Lake. You can already see, because of the rain, the nature getting back to what it actually belongs to it. You have water inundating this project site, and the government hasn't done anything. The BBMP says that it's the Bengaluru and Vartur Lake overflowing which has led to a lot of flooding in Madhepura area. But on the other hand, you have the government that hasn't acted at all for over the last 5 years. 2016 is when the NGT order came. The Supreme Court in 2020 upheld that order. Still, no efforts to reclaim this wetland area, destroy this particular building and restore the wetland, neither any efforts to recover the penalty. And you've had the government blaming the previous government, and both BJP, Congress, JDS saying that they did not destroy the city of Bengaluru, but it's very clear that successive governments have failed, and that's the reason the city is here, and this is a prime example of it.
The administration is with the helm of affairs are in the hands of the Chief Minister and the BJP today, the Karnataka state as well as the government of India. Why they are not following the law of this land is the question mark today. The same matter what you are talking about, Mantri's SEZ project, which was been sanctioned in 2016, but it was questioned in the NGT matters, and NGT had passed an order for clearance and safeguard the wetland of Bengaluru Lake. The same thing was contested in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court gave an order on 2020, and they are in the power today. Let them at least listen to Supreme Court orders. What did the Supreme Court order say? To recover and penalize the people who have encroached upon environmental clearances, because the government is supposed to be following the norms of the Supreme Court order or the Constitution of India.
So the Bengaluru Lake is rich in minerals, rich in life, that requires scientific management. All these things have been not taken seriously. They are more interested in making instant money. So with the real estate business, instant money. The whole of Bengaluru have been mutilated seriously. Mutilation has taken place, encroachments have taken place, and all kinds of ad hoc decisions to favor somebody.
The government is not able to do something as basic as demolishing and recovering, restoring this wetland. Where is the issue, sir? Where is the problem according to you?
It's very difficult to get an answer out of the government authorities. In many cases you find that these kind of disputed lands are just kept vacant, hoping that over a period of time things will sort by itself. Once you've converted it back to the wetlands, then it's gone, it's finished. That is good for the citizens. I think there's a hope that over a period of time, citizens will forget, Citizens Action Forum will forget about this land, and slowly, another new project or something else comes up. It's either that or absolute incompetence an absolute irresponsibility by the government.
Now, after Bengaluru's continuous flood fury, heavy rains in Hyderabad have brought the city to its knees, with severe waterlogging being reported from several parts of the city. Now, people in Alwal could be seen struggling to cope up with the gushing floodwaters, and Musa Rambagh Bridge was also swept away by overflowing rainwater. An orange alert has been issued until September 10th, and the IMD has said that the heavy rainfall is due to a low pressure system that has developed over the Bay of Bengal. Now, with this, we're heading into a very short break, but stay with us.